Raising baby chicks is exciting, but the cost of their supplies can add up fast. And with so many options out there, how do you know where to buy everything you need without overpaying? Should you shop at Tractor Supply, Rural King, order from Amazon, or go straight to a hatchery like Murray McMurray? What's up, guys? My name's Tony. For the new people out there, welcome to my channel. For those of you who have been here for a while, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a side-by-side price comparison to find out which store actually gives you the best deals on heat lamps, feeders, waterers, pine shavings, and everything else that you might need to raise baby chicks. Trust me, some of these prices might surprise you. If you haven't already, please go ahead and make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to my channel so that I can continue to make videos like this. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what supplies you need for baby chicks and the cheapest place to get them. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Before we compare prices, let's quickly go over what you actually need in order to raise baby chicks. If you're a first-time chicken owner, this part is you. If you've owned chicks before, go ahead and skip down a little bit. Buying the wrong supplies can definitely cost you a lot of money and even put your chicks at risk. First, you're going to need a brooder, which is just a warm, safe space for your chicks to live in for their first few weeks. You can buy a ready-made brooder or do it yourself using a plastic tote or a stock tank. Next, you're going to need some kind of heat source to keep your chicks warm. Most people use a heat lamp with a red or white bulb, but you can also use a safer option like a brooder heating plate, which mimics a mother hen's warmth. I personally use both the brooder heating plate, and I'll put a link in the description to a good option for those, and I also use ceramic heat emitters with a 150 watt bulb. For food and water, you'll need a chick feeder and chick waterer. Don't just use random dishes because chicks can spill them or even drown in them. Trust me, you don't want to wake up to this kind of disaster, and I think it's happened to many of us. You'll also need bedding for the brooder. The best option is pine shavings. They absorb moisture and help control odor. Avoid newspapers because it's slippery and it can cause leg problems for chicks that will last into adulthood. And of course, chicks need food. Look for chick starter feed. It has the right nutrients to help them grow strong. You can get medicated or non-medicated feed depending on whether or not your chicks have been vaccinated for coccidiosis. There's also a few other optional items that can make your life a little bit easier. A light stand to adjust the heat lamp's height, electrolytes or probiotics for weak chicks, and maybe a small thermometer or temperature gun to monitor the brooder temperature. Now that you know what you need, let's break down the prices. Which store has the best deals? Let's find out. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start this out by looking at different brooders. Let's go ahead and start at Tractor Supply Company. This is the brooder that I use at home. It's the Countryline 100-gallon oval galvanized stock tank. It works great, and I recommend it, but it is on the pricey side. So here at Tractor Supply, it's $149.99. And as you can see, it's a Tractor Supply product, so we're not going to find this exact product at any other location. So we'll go ahead and see what else other companies are having to offer. So at Rural King, they do have an option for a chicken brooder enclosure panel. So this is like a panel set. However, it only holds up to 25 chicks, and it's only for about 2 weeks or so. You're gonna have to get something else to put them in after 2 weeks of age if you do have 25 chickens. If you only have like 10 or 12 chickens in here, you should be able to get quite a bit longer. It's only $19.99 compared to Tractor Supply's $149.99. However, you can fit many more chicks in this Tractor Supply 100-gallon than you can in this Rural King product. Over at Amazon, they have a bunch of different options so you can have fun and explore this a little bit. But this large wooden chicken brooder box is $149.99. This can hold up to 25 chicks. The only thing I'm not sure that I like about it is that it's made of wood. I really prefer metal, and if not metal, then plastic, mostly for fire reasons. But this could be a good option, and it seems to have a lot of decent reviews. Over at Murray McMurray Hatchery, they have a chick starter home that goes for $22.63. As you can see, this will hold up to 25 chicks for 2 weeks or so. You would need to order more panels or get a different type of brooder if you'd want to keep 25 chicks in here for longer than 2 weeks. So this is expandable, which is kind of cool. They only want $22.63 for this. Something to keep in mind that you do have to pay shipping on all of this stuff if you want it delivered, unless you live close enough to these locations. Next up, we'll go ahead and look at the pine shavings. So you can use any type of substrate that you want. I recommend pine shavings, and at Tractor Supply in general, they are going to be $7.59. Over at Rural King, you can find pine shavings 6 cubic feet for $5.49. So this is a little bit cheaper if you're able to go into a Rural King store. On Amazon, it's going to be the most expensive because this is the price of it delivered. It's $35.99 for 141 liter for a brown pine shavings container. So this is going to be the most expensive option. However, if you live out in the middle of nowhere, this could very well be worth it for you. And over at Murray McMurray Hatchery, I could not find anywhere that indicates that they sell pine shavings. This is probably a product that's best left to a feed store. Next up, we are going to look at the price of brooder lights. So this brooder light is capable of holding a 250 watt infrared bulb. The reason I'm showing this is because this is what most people do to keep their chicks warm. However, it's worth noting that these are a huge fire risk even if you have them clamped down and tied up properly. The infrared bulbs can still explode. This cage can fall off. There's just a lot of risks to these. I would recommend a ceramic heat emitter. This light fixture right here will not work for a ceramic heat emitter. They get way too hot. You want to make sure you get something that's rated to handle a ceramic heat emitter. This, unfortunately, is not it. I learned this by trial and error. If you want to go ahead and purchase something like this will safely hold a 250 watt infrared heat bulb. Over at Rural King, we can get something similar for about $9.99. Over at Amazon, we can find it for $15.98. Keep in mind, this price does include shipping. And over at Murray McMurray Hatchery, you can go ahead and get this for $18.85. This does not include the price for shipping. For the actual lamp itself, it's a toss-up between Tractor Supply and Rural King at $9.99 from both places. However, if you want that convenience that comes with Amazon, you can get yours for $15.98 from Amazon. You'll also notice that the Amazon one is rated up to a 300 watt bulb with a 6-foot cord. This lamp is a little bit more powerful. Next, we're going to look at the 250 watt red heat bulbs. At Tractor Supply right now, you can get a 2-pack for $9.99. Again, these are 250 watts. You want to make sure that you're using the bulbs that are rated for the wattage of your lamp. Over at Rural King, the price is pretty similar. It is $11.99 for a 2-pack of 250 watt white heat lamps. Amazon is also running a special. However, they are charging $19.78 for a 2-pack of these red heat lamps. Keep in mind, this includes the price of shipping and convenience. So this is a great place to order them if you are just looking for convenience. At Murray McMurray Hatchery, it is $8.35 for one heat bulb. So that's going to cost you about $17 for two plus shipping. So that's going to cost you $16.70 for these two infrared heat bulbs from Murray McMurray Hatchery. This does not include the price of shipping, however. If you want to try a coop brooder heater, this is what I recommend, and it's safer than both the infrared bulbs and the ceramic heat emitters. At Tractor Supply, they have a pretty good deal for one for $49.99. This is one of the ones that I use at home. Over at Rural King, they have something similar. It's $69.97 for the EcoGlow Safety 600 chick brooder. This brooder can handle up to 20 chicks and only uses 12 watts of electricity, so this is so much more economical than using a heat lamp. Over on Amazon, you can get the exact same brooder heater for $70.69. Keep in mind, this includes free shipping, while the ones from Rural King and Tractor Supply do not include free shipping. The EcoGlow also can raise higher than the original one from Tractor Supply, so that's something to keep in mind as your chicks get older. Over at Murray McMurray Hatchery, the price is going to be $89.99, and that does not include shipping. So if you're looking for the cheapest option, it's going to be Tractor Supply at $49.99. If you're looking for the convenient option with a little bit better quality, your next best bet is going to be Amazon for $70.69, shipped to your house, unless you can get yourself to a Rural King, where it's $69.97. Let's now compare the price of chicken feeders. Here at Tractor Supply, you can get the 7-pound, 15-bird chicken feeder for $9.99. Keep in mind that it's important to note how big your brooder is, because you might have to get a bigger or smaller feeder depending on the size of the brooder. Over at Rural King, they only had the smaller options available, so you can get this galvanized chicken feeder for $5.99, but keep in mind you're going to have to get the top for it, which is usually just a couple dollars. Over here on Amazon, they have the Little Family Members large chicken feeder. This is a 5-pound capacity shipped to your door for free for $14.99. And over at Murray McMurray Hatchery, it's the same deal with the snap-on feeder. It's $2.95 for the actual galvanized steel part of the feeder, and then you're going to have to pay just a little bit more for the plastic part that goes on top. This, however, does not include free shipping. So the best bang for your buck comes from Tractor Supply at $9.99 for this 7-pound feeder. For convenience purposes, Amazon comes in second place for $14.99 for the 5-pound capacity poultry feeder. Moving down to the chicken water drinker. This 1-gallon chicken water drinker from Tractor Supply costs $16.99. Note that this one is elevated, which is really important because as your chicks grow, they're going to be kicking their food and the pine shavings into the water, and this elevation helps keep the mess down a lot. Over at Rural King, I can only find a 2-gallon one to compare prices on, and this is $19.99. Remember at Tractor Supply it was $16.99, so for $3 more, you can get a whole nother gallon, and you can pick it up for free at the store. This does not include shipping online. On Amazon, it's $17.99 for a 1.5-gallon poultry waterer, and that is shipped to your house. So again, Amazon here wins for convenience. And over at Murray McMurray Hatchery, I found this 1-quart plastic waterer, and it's pretty cheap. The plastic piece itself is $2.05, and the water piece itself is $2.25. So this is about $5. However, this is only 1 quart, so it's significantly smaller than the other sizes on the other websites. Overall, for the chicken waterers, I think Amazon's going to be your best price for $17.99 shipped to your house. This is a 1.5 gallon poultry waterer. Your second best choice is probably going to be this 1.5 gallon with legs chicken waterer from Tractor Supply. If you ordered your chicks online or picked them up from the local feed store, you're going to definitely need some electrolytes, and a 3-pack is usually fine as long as you keep your poultry on some kind of electrolytes for the first couple days. Here at Tractor Supply, they sell the 3-pack of purine electrolytes and antioxidant supplements for $2.79. Over at Rural King, they sell them for $2.99, the same exact ones. On Amazon, it's a little bit tricky because they have them in large packs. So for example, a 9-pack of these electrolytes are $9.29. If you're looking to buy in bulk, Amazon might be a good place to start. And over at Murray McMurray Hatchery, they have this quick chick starter. It has all kinds of electrolytes, and it says that it's good to take care of 200 chicks for 2 weeks. They say it's good to take care of 200 chicks for 2 weeks with one 4-ounce package, and that one 4-ounce package costs $4.39. Making Murray McMurray Hatchery the most affordable place to buy these electrolytes. However, this does not include shipping. So of course, Amazon wins for bulk purchases and shipping. However, Tractor Supply wins with the cheapest price as long as you can get yourself to a Tractor Supply. And the last comparison that I'm going to do is for a 50-pound bag of chicken feed. Here at Tractor Supply, you can get a pack of non-medicated food that's 50 pounds for $25.99. Over at Rural King, you can get a medicated pack of poultry feed for $50 a bag. So that's a little bit cheaper than Tractor Supply. And I know that it's not an exact comparison, but I could not find the unmedicated feed on the Rural King website. On Amazon, of course, this is going to be the most convenient option, but this is going to be the worst value for your money because one 5-pound bag of non-medicated chicken crumbles costs $16.99 shipped to your house. Now, if you live in the middle of nowhere and you don't have many options, this could be a good option for you. However, this is definitely the most expensive option, pound per pound, mostly due to the shipping requirements. And Murray McMurray Hatchery advertises 40 pounds chick starter feed for $37.95, and I'm not clear on if this includes shipping or not. If it does, it doesn't really matter anyway because it's still the most expensive option and you get 10 fewer pounds than Rural King and Tractor Supply. However, if you live close enough to pick this feed up from Murray McMurray Hatchery or whichever hatchery, that might be the cheaper option for you. So in general, it seems like Tractor Supply is going to have your best prices for most things as long as you have a Tractor Supply in your area, and Rural King is a pretty good second place contender. Amazon's going to be your best bet for convenience because they can ship all of this stuff to your house for free. The cons are that it's going to be a little bit more expensive just because of the shipping. And finally, your local hatchery like Murray McMurray, but insert any of your local hatcheries, they are probably going to be the most expensive overall, and I'm not exactly sure why that is. Perhaps it's because they're not specializing in equipment sales for poultry and they're just focused on, like chicken and duck and geese sales and things like that. I'm not exactly sure why. That was a comparison of 4 different places: Tractor Supply, Rural King, Amazon, and Murray McMurray Hatchery. So where do you buy your chick supplies? Let me know down in the comments. I will also include Amazon links to all of these products that I use down in the description. I do get a small commission if you choose to purchase through my links. However, I am not sponsored by any of these companies. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel so that I can keep making content like this. Next week, I'm going to be posting an update on my quail incubation results, and they should be hatching shortly after that. Thanks for watching this, and until next time, stay cool.